Greetings! This is Darvane and welcome back to Let's Play. I was about to say Heroes of Might and Magic, but no, this is Let's Play Elder Scrolls The Arena. Get back to it. We are currently diseased, which is not a good statement, but it doesn't affect our ability. I think it might just slow down our ability to heal, but it doesn't act. We're not actually losing anything, so at the moment we can carry on. I think carry on exploring, see what's going on. Because hopefully, I say hopefully, I think this is the bottom level of this random dungeon we found. I won't be spending too much time exploring the wilderness for random dungeons and stuff like that, unless we absolutely have to. Otherwise we will never get through. But be sure to let me know how you're healing, because if you want me to actually go and explore, because some people might find this kind of therapeutic. Some people are just like, get on with the main story, you know. But each Let's Play is different, and I don't know how often this has been Let's Played. But with the main dungeons all kind of pre-generated, I can imagine it might get a bit repetitive if all you were doing is watching hello. Might get a bit repetitive if all you're doing. Oh, hello, Rick. Wait, hang on. What happened there? Did my longsword break? No. Really? My longsword is broken. Damn. It's annoying. Not going to be anywhere near as awesome now. That's a shame. Oh well. But yeah, we can't be that bad. We can't be that bad. After all, we did just kind of beat up a skeleton with our bare hands. So the problem with that, of course, is that hang on, no, we're not actually using our own sword. Oh no, because we still got our dwarven helm of strength. So our long sword of strength isn't doing anything. I want to keep that. I'll keep that anyway, because we're going to have to go back to town and get this stuff repaired. And we're early enough, we can have a look and see what's down here. Right, so it's not a bottomless trench, we can technically jump down it if we need to cross it. Cross any reasonable gaps. I think, can we get out of there? Yes, we can. Good, we didn't take any damage from that. Now these rats spawn from nowhere. quirks of old games, eh? But yeah, so I want to head into that central area. You do have to kind of be dead on. But now we won't bother because there's very rarely anything down there. Do have a plate pauldron, that's good. I mean, you'll notice that we're defended because we got a shield. Saber and kite shield, okay. No, I'm not. I could jump about, but I'm not going to. Because what I want to do is hide in somewhere. Okay, let's see if I can find the causeway back. So that we can get to somewhere defensible. And keep your buck, I don't want your buck. Yeah, we can get back to the stairs and explore. It really is just that bottom area now. And as much as fun as it would be to go back to the stairs, I thought it would be nice to just be able to say that you completed the dungeon. That would be kind of nice, I think. Kind of. Yeah. See, there's the stairs back up. That's where we entered. So I'm going to go. Just going into one of these rooms over here. Over here into the corner. So because we've done quite a bit. But if we can finish off the dungeon in this episode. Finish off the, as I was saying, if we can finish off the dungeon in this episode, then we should have accrued enough experience to help us get back to the main story. I mean, the storyline is literally, it isn't going anywhere. There we go, gain a level of experience. How are we doing? We are level 8. There we go, 3 points, right? So we'll put our strength up. Change some of the modifiers there. Heal modifier, we get +1 modifier to hit. We'll put a few extra points in there, I think. That we definitely want to save. Well, I say definitely, you get a random amount of This one you get a random amount of bonus points as well. I don't think there's an upper limit to how much experience you could get to level, so monitor. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of the. This is literally one of the old school greats, and it's definitely. This is one of the role-playing games that brought the Elder Scrolls to life. I mean, without this, you wouldn't have progressed enough for you to get Skyrim, for example. So, it's always nice seeing where you know what I'm like for franchises. Although I've not actually done many, because even though I have completed Heroes of Might and Magic, I've taken a break from Heroes of Might and Magic 2 because, well, Meridian has decided to do that one. They've been doing that for some time. Therefore, I didn't see the point of jumping straight in to Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Give that a break, I thought, and go for something different. So I'm slowly ramping up what I'm actually covering on this channel, with the aim of maybe getting a few games done. No, I don't know what I'm doing. We're doing fine now. I'm going to aim for trying to get, if I can get, got enough of buffer for now. Ooh, what's that over there? There's a way in over there. Okay, and there's not another way to do it, okay. Can't get some. Big run over here. I mean, it's an interesting conceit with these type of games, and you get them in tabletop games as well. I mean, low levels, if they're using levels, when your characters are fragile, simply because to make you feel epic, a lot of games use a various range of encounters. But when you're low level, those various range of encounters can only mean higher level encounters. Therefore, it's like everything is a fight. You're struggling. But then when you get to the point where you can actually start having lower level encounters, you'll notice that actually becomes more epic because I don't know, we wouldn't want to be killed by a rat, would we? Because actually not everything is a fight, and you do get to the point where actually you can wade through a whole slew of enemies because you get the encounters that are deliberately designed to be weaker than you are. It's kind of fun when you kind of think things in terms of that. I mean, translating stuff into how it would work into tabletop games is always a sort of interesting challenge in my regard, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, my favourite game series, if I can figure out how to get it onto the computer, is the Legend of Zelda series. My favourite game of that series was A Link to the Past. Yay! And which was, in my mind, an epic in video gaming, in the action RPG genre. And to be fair, so I've often kind of thought about how would you translate that sort of into a game like Dungeons and Dragons, which would be level-based encounters. So I found myself, especially with a more unified system such as 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons, for example, getting to the point where it'd be like, alright, if you retake some basic premises like a 1 heart container, which you get at the end of every dungeon, is a level, and the average dungeon is supposed to be considered of having, like, you'd have roughly at that pace of 3rd edition, it was 13 and a bit encounters per level. That was the going rate, as it were. If you had 13 encounters, you would level up, and you could take roughly 5 before needing to rest. So that would give you a good standard of pacing there. And so I found myself that breaking up the encounters and the gameplay into those sort of encounters, and what I found was you start at 3rd level, which isn't unreasonable given Link starts with 3 hearts in these games. You find that you can actually break down, and to make the extra encounters up, you actually use lower level encounters. So the early dungeons would be full of rats and ropes and stuff like that, because you could only really start playing with the mechanics in that way once you got to 3rd level, because in terms of fairness, a fair range for levels was generally within 2 levels of the party level. So you could easily get 1st level encounters, and that would be something that wasn't meant to challenge and tax the party to their limits, but was still worth dealing with in a way. Yeah. I wonder, let's go and have a look, shall we? Tell me that despite how dark these are not bottomless pits. It wouldn't surprise me if one of them turned out to be a bottomless pit, but... Haha, tricked ya! Really? That dungeon's actually done now. Which is pretty sweet when you think about it. So now it's a case of just getting out of here alive. And we should be able to do that. You know, took us a little while, but a short 2-level dungeon. Fairly short. I mean, short in terms of actual exploration. You spawned out of nowhere. Yeah, I know this plane was empty. Ah, you got to love random spawn points. Random spawning! My inventory's full. I ain't gonna worry about you because, to be fair, once you get to a certain point, you don't have to worry about looting enemies. Right, let's run over here until we can get to somewhere. So let's see if there was anywhere here. Apparently not. Apparently that is empty. I mean, you can get spells. I mean, a light spell would be more than useful here. But with a map, it doesn't really matter too much. Well, I think it's safe to say, go back up here and start heading out now. We have actually got, I mean, we completed this dungeon. And we found the stairs down, so we found it. So we have completed this dungeon. That was pretty epic. Is not. It wasn't epic. It was still, but it was still pretty expansive. And that's kind of fun. We've just got to make our way back. Make our way back here. We'll just run back and head. Well, we can head back to town. So, should be, yeah. Let's try and keep out so an eye out so that we don't get ambushed. We should be able to make it. Round this block. If we go up here, dive in the water, follow around. Yay! It should literally be down there. Block. What I'm going over here. Down here should lead us round to the exit. Yay! This is our status. We got brain fever. That probably explains why we haven't noticed too much. Because I mean, if it had been strength, we would have noticed it. But hey, so got luck on our side. Now we're at the dungeon. Back into rehab. Right. Rehab. I said no, no, no. No, kind of. Remember, we want to head south towards the nearest town. I mean, it's probably not wise to be exploring the wilderness at night, but it's still probably marginally safer than resting in the dungeon. Yeah, we do here. I think you'll find that's supposed to be the town, so yeah. I think we can do that. We can quick travel. Where we can quick travel to Rehab. Could really have done that outside the dungeon, but yeah, we want to get to the unfortunate treasure because we've spent some time here. Said die. A ranger. Apparently that's what we're supposed to have. No. I'm not going to get over the fact that the ranger definition actually. Bull plate and packing steel. Should be in here. Yeah. You enter the unfortunate treasure. And that's what we call a successful. Let's what a drink. Plenty of gold. And so I'm going to go on quartz now. Is that for white wine? You finish the wine, thankful for a safe haven. Any rumours? See what's going on. Of course, on Mornas. Social Disney consider that a contagious bite rash. Seven Emperor's Suite. How many days are you staying? Just the one, good sir, just the one. 75 deep. Let's get you 50. Not a chance, kid. 55. Yeah. Six hours later. 6 in the morning. Don't need to rest, but we'll camp for 10 miles. 8 o'clock. Yay! And this is the Emperor's Suite, you know. It's got a bed table, it's big. In the big back room, the Emperor's Suite there. Wicked. You know, a little bit of extravagance doesn't hurt. And it's 4,000. Once we sold some of the useless stuff, we'll have even more. Cannot save it. Oh, great. Okay, yeah. I forgot about that. Because it uses the same map, you can't save simply because it doesn't know. It doesn't actually know where you are outside. Thank you. What's cozy enough for it? So this is welcome back to daylight and civilization. Literally, it is past. Well, it's been 30 minutes. I don't know what time you're watching this. Okay, it is. Hang on, don't need you. It is half. It has been 30 minutes. So with that, goodbye.